Is that thing all the way up? Wow.
Wow.
Is that right in front of the screen?
Like this. That's a little precarious.
Hard to tell how this is. Actually,
Okay. Sit down in John's chair there. Okay, go to yours. And go to mine. That'll be all right.
Open this back up, quick.
Yeah, over there. And then Juggernaut Caboose, working hard, hardly. Yeah, back and back.
So reliable. I am here.
Welcome to the Fox Valley Fantasy Football Show. Yes.
Show. Welcome to the show.
That's the first time we've done that like as the show has started on the stream. That's impressive.
I don't think it's really that impressive.
Well,
it's,
I mean,
it's a big step for us.
Yeah, I mean it's a big
got
step.
it fixed.
So
There we go.
I think we're in good shape. And hey, check
We
this
got it,
out,
we got it.
everybody.
It's okay.
We brought the bobbleheads
We got
back.
the
We've been
bobbles.
missing the bobbleheads, so we brought them back for your viewing pleasure here. We have most of them.
There we go.
What?
We were sideways.
Sideways.
The video was
Oh.
sideways. And
All
then
right.
we fixed it.
To quote the cat video, we're not really sideways, right? You guys remember
I don't know what
that?
you're talking
The
about.
lawyer where he's a cat and he says, "Your Honor, I'm not really a cat." Yeah. Oh, you got to look that up. Sorry. I thought you
I
guys
don't know.
would have seen that.
I don't know what you're talking
It
about.
was from COVID when everybody was remote and nobody knew how to use all the online stuff. So anyway, never mind. Alrighty,
Anyway,
we have our quick question of the week here. All right, and John and I thought this up right before we started here.
By the way, tonight's episode brought to you by Culver's.
Not
they
a
sponsored
sponsor.
one night.
Yeah. Oh, did they? No,
Kind of. They let us put a flyer up in there.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
All right. Well,
it was great.
thank you, Culver's. Good work.
And
All right.
Feel free to write your answer to the quick question in the text in the chat.
So here we go, and we've given Daniel no time to think about this.
He doesn't need time.
So we are going to do, here's the quick question, we are going to do a favorite recent or current TV or streaming show draft.
Okay.
2 rounds, all
So
right?
you only have to come up with 2
So you just
shows
need
that
to-
you watch
so
on the
Daniel-
television.
So no oldies.
No,
Okay.
like Friends, other thing, like last
Friends
5
was
years,
before he was
right?
born.
Last 5 years.
Okay.
So something
that's
more
fine. Okay.
recent.
Recent.
And it can be on regular TV or one of the streaming
Okay.
services. Do you want the first pick?
Hold
or
on,
do you
hold
want a
on,
moment to think
hold on.
about
We're gonna do it randomly.
it? Okay.
I've got a number behind my back. They're going 1, 2, 3 randomly.
Okay.
You just say stop.
Stop. 3.
Okay.
1.
It is
Hey-o.
1. You just
Oh,
said
wow.
a word. So 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Okay, here we go. So Daniel, you kick us off. Your
Okay.
favorite streaming TV show, draft at 101.
Number 1 overall pick right now is the show Rookie
Oh,
on Hulu.
I don't even
It's
know what
actually
that
really good.
is.
It's
Rookie.
Yep, it's a police drama.
Okay.
Oh, the rookie
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nathan
The Rookie.
Fillion.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Old
He's
guy
like a
becomes a
40-year-old
cop.
Nice, yeah.
40-year-old
very
cop
nice.
rookie. It's actually really good.
Okay, I had not heard of that. Okay.
Let's go. We got
Very nice.
we got sucked
John.
into it.
I'm going because I know you're going next. Mandalorian.
Yeah, I knew you. Damn it! Ah!
Nice.
You stink.
You got back-to-back picks, but you can't
Stink.
take your favorite, the Mandalorian.
I know, you stink.
By the way, this is the way you win in a draft.
I know.
By sniping.
I know how it is. All right, so good pick. That would have been my 101.
Yeah, and too
So-
bad it's not.
So I have 2 picks. I'm going to go just with some of the recent ones that we've been watching and liking. Number 1, I'm going to go Ahsoka. Really love Ahsoka. I need a Star Wars one.
I was gonna do
Big
Ahsoka
fan.
because that's really my
Yeah.
number 1 pick, but I knew it'd wreck you
I
by
know,
taking
I know. So,
Mandalorian.
but I love Ahsoka. I'll take that. That's been really good so far. And then we'll go with kind of a different show. I'm blanking a little bit on what it is, but
It's hard
not,
for you to draft
it's
if
not
you don't
too-
know the name.
No, it's not too old, but I'm going to go with Better Call Saul. It's been within the last few years. The 6th season was most recently. Love Better Call Saul. We are big fans of that series.
Nobody else in the room would have drafted that. So
That's
I'm
okay.
glad
I'm just drafting
you
my
could've-
2.
You could
No,
have
I
traded
just-
out of the
No,
top of the second
I'm drafting my 2,
round.
so
you could
I
have
like
collected
those 2.
picks in our next draft.
All right,
But you
so those
decided
are my
not to.
2. Back to you.
All right.
Mine, I'm gonna go most recently Secret Invasion.
I did not like that at all.
It doesn't matter if you do.
No,
I
yeah,
liked it.
It wasn't my favorite.
I thought it was awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Your turn.
Ready?
Yep.
Only other show I watch right now. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bluey.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Wow.
I mean, the kids have forced me to watch a few of those,
It's a
and
great show.
they're not that bad.
It's a
I mean,
great
they
show.
are pretty funny. I love the accent.
Yeah.
Honorable mention, Taskmaster from the UK. Hilarious. It's what I would like to start doing for the icebreakers in youth. I mean, potty mouths,
Go
but
for
that's
it.
from the UK. But hilarious show.
So potty mouths in the youth is what we've learned
No,
today.
not potty mouthing.
And you
want
want to be
Right.
a taskmaster
But,
to the teenagers. That's
But
what
the
I've
games they
discovered
play are a
today.
blast. So, all right. Anyway, thank
Hey,
you guys
text
for
or put in the chat your favorite shows you're watching right now.
Woo!
Who's a stud?
Stud and bust. We've got the stud, and it is. I mean, could we all not have guessed this? Devon Achan. Have you guys heard that? His name is actually pronounced Achan.
I thought
Achan.
I thought it was
Is it
Achan,
Achan? All right.
Achan.
Devon
Not
Achan.
Achan.
I mean, how much cooler is Achan?
Achan.
I would
Yeah,
keep
I know, I
Achan.
know.
But anyway, Devon Achan, 53.3 points, 203 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. one of the biggest performances I have ever seen
Yeah.
in fantasy from a guy who nobody played.
Mm-hmm.
As a tribute to Sean Payton, who was on the receiving end of that beatdown, I'm wearing my visor today.
Exactly.
'Cause he always wears a visor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
You could have said it was the rest of the entire Dolphins team or the entire
Yeah, for the honorable
Chargers
mention.
receiving core
Yeah,
that absolutely
exactly.
torched the Vikings.
Exactly. And in the men's league, Eric had him.
Why'd you have to do that? You didn't have to do
But
that.
he was on Eric's bench, which we'll get to in a little bit. Didn't matter. And then in the youth league, he was not even rostered until
No, he wasn't.
who picked him up? I think Evan picked him
I
up.
tried to
Evan
pick him
needed
up.
some help this
Skipped
week,
right
so
out. Yeah, he
Evan picked him up in the youth league, but not rostered.
Nope. What a shame.
Bust onto you, right? You
On
do the
me.
bust or
I'll
do
do the
I
bust,
do?
yeah.
All right.
There it is.
What's that noise?
Woo!
Man, every time.
It's every time. Yep.
Every time.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Yep.
Derrick Henry's been a bust all year.
Yeah, he's been
really.
rough.
He's been bad. I mean, he had 18 points 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But still, it's Derrick Henry. You should be seeing more than
Should
that.
be seeing more,
2
yeah.
points this week.
Yep.
11 rushes for 20 yards.
I
Guess
like
who
how-
had him in the men's league?
I think I could figure that out by
Yeah,
your
say-
reaction.
By the reaction, I'm guessing it was you.
It was me, yeah. Brody had him in the youth league, which
Yeah.
proved to not help him out
Brody
either.
struggled a little bit too with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was a guy that everybody expected to be
Uh,
at least reasonable coming
Yeah.
into
I
this
think
year. And
Brody's whole team was a bust. But we'll get to that in
We'll
a
get
minute.
there.
yeah, that's rough.
Speaking of busts, let's talk, Aaron,
All right,
about the youth league.
the youth league. So caboose me up here. We have I love Lucky Charms. Brody, we mentioned it, 78 points in a full PPR. Brody, you could have left your team empty and scored more points than that in a PPR league. Derrick Henry 2 points. T. Higgins 4.1 points. Higgins has
You're
been
doing one of these.
rough.
I do. Yeah.
Lockett only 8
That's okay.
points.
I just
And
thought it was funny.
what is Dem Boys? Who's that?
Them boys, the Cowboys defense.
Oh, the Cowboys defense
Only
with
one.
1 point getting destroyed
They-
by the Cardinals.
They had like
I just want
35
to say
last week.
that the Cowboys were destroyed in similar fashion to the way Brody's team was destroyed. So all in all, a rough week for Brody.
Yeah.
But the Juggernaut, Mr. Juggernaut this week is Abraham Garcia, 251 points. Abraham has been on a tear in the youth league. Listen
Yeah.
to this.
251 points.
I know.
Two
Kittle,
don't know how
receiver
it's
lead.
possible.
yeah, Kittlecorn. Everybody mocked Abraham at the draft, including myself. And here we are.
Locked him for what?
Hurt for his draft. He drafted a weird team. But Herbert, 37 points. Mostert, the partner to Achan, 45 points. Keenan Allen, who, John, we had the chance to draft and we talked ourselves out of it because he was old and busted, 49 points. Mike Williams, same team, 26 points. The Bills' defense, 32 points. And he has Zach Moss on the bench with 23.
He could have had it. He could
Unbelievable.
have added another 8 if he played Moss instead of
That is
Pacheco,
unbelievable.
which would have put him at close to 260. Like right at
Unbelievable.
260.
So huge week by Abraham.
Absolutely
Congratulations,
insane.
Abraham.
Plus his bench had a ton of points.
Yeah.
Cousins
It did,
32,
yeah.
Zach Moss 23. That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Speaking of the fastest 5 and 3 minutes,
Here
Pastor
we go, Daniel.
Are you ready?
Hit me with it, Daniel.
Here we go. Starting off for the fastest 3 minutes this week. It's mark my words myself. Got to start off with the best.
Yeah.
Versus Martin Luther Evan. Jay Jettas this week puts up 28 points for me. 2-0 with 37. Sealed the deal for me right away. But
Excellent,
honestly,
yeah.
I didn't need the help.
No,
this
we
week
were
because
good.
Evan's team forgot to show up
Yeah.
completely. -4 points from the Jaguars.
good start.
That's a great start. 9 points total from his 2 running backs.
Love to see that.
I don't even remember who they were. They don't matter. Travis Kelce had 19 points, showing off for Taylor
Yeah,
that day.
exactly.
Of course,
Yeah.
you know, everyone's waving at
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. Up in the, 25 points from Watson, Deshaun Watson. But that
Watson
was it for
showed
him.
up finally.
He did.
you know?
He did. So I take the win on that one, 132 to 83 from Evan.
Wow.
Poor Evan. I'm 2-1. Evan
That's
drops to 1 and 2.
50 points.
Yeah.
It's a 50-point
That's
spread.
rough.
Yeah.
I think I bet on the under and I
Yeah,
didn't.
I know. Yeah.
Yep. Next matchup. It
Next
is
matchup!
Kittlecorn AB. I was going to start with this one. I had them out of
Oh,
order.
I'm
It is
glad you did
Kittlecorn
now.
AB putting up
Wow.
251 on
Man.
Christians is my firm foundation.
Yeah,
Casey.
yeah.
See, Casey had a pretty good week. He had 126. 31 points from Mahomes, 22 from McCaffrey, 25 from Murray Cooper.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Murray Cooper, all right.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter when you play the Juggernauts.
Yeah.
AB is a low 3-0 team.
Juggernaut.
No.
Yeah.
Casey
Yeah.
drops to 1 and 2. 251 to 126.
And Casey was very gracious when I talked to him. I told him, I said, how did it feel to lose by over 100 points, Casey? And he said, things come and go, but the Lord is good. And so that was what
Good,
Casey
good.
told
He's
me.
living out
No.
his team name
No,
in real life.
no, I'm actually not. I'm teasing. That is
Yeah.
not what he said to me. So, anyway.
Next one, it's Built Ford Tough, Isaac versus I Love Lucky Charms, Brody. Well, we already know
Yeah,
where Brody's at.
yeah.
Isaac gets his first win of the year.
First
Gives
win,
Brody-
yeah.
Gives Brody his first loss of the year. He had 30 points from Kenneth Walker,
Yeah.
who I'm now regretting trading
Yeah.
to you a little bit.
Yeah,
In the
exactly.
men's
I'm
league.
regretting you traded to him too.
Yeah, exactly.
27 from Jamar Chase, 23 from AJ Brown. Only complaint that that I have for Isaac is that the guy he named his team after is on his bench.
Exactly. And Isaac's wide receivers, his amazing wide receiver core showed up for the first time this
Yep,
year, so
yep.
he finally got the win.
Yep. We don't even have to talk about Brody's team. We
No,
already did.
We did.
Isaac dominates.
Yep.
Next up, it's the battle of the teams who still need to change their names. It's
Yes.
Isaac Gerlitz versus King of the Hill, Tristan. Tristan is going against King of the Hill. No, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill,
I
that's
know.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He put up 31 points for Isaac's team, though.
Yep.
Is that
But
why
only-
he was king of the hill the whole
Yeah,
time?
because he had Tyreek Hill last year.
I
No,
didn't even realize
uh,
that. I thought he was just like
Yeah,
I
putting
think
himself
that
up.
started not even with Tyreek Hill,
Oh,
but
I
yeah.
don't know.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Isaac's team had a pretty low 8 points from Joey B, Joe Burrow,
Yeah.
and 0 from Jamal Williams, who didn't even play.
Ouch.
Why'd you start him?
Yeah.
He was out before the game.
Yeah. No kidding.
Isaac should have won this.
Yep.
Instead, 43 from Devontae Adams helped Tristan take it. The win
Yes.
for Tristan. Tristan's 2-1. He only won by 16 points. 135, 119.
Close one.
Isaac's 2-1. Tristan's 2-1. Isaac's
those are
1
some
and
high
2.
scores though.
Yeah. Great scores. Finally, the matchup no one
Here
was
we
waiting
go. This is what we
No
were.
one
Yeah.
wanted this one.
Uh-huh.
It's Belichick yourself, Eric,
Yeah.
against Love Your Neighbor as Yourself.
My
You see how I did
That's
that?
a good name.
Eric
actually.
was like,
That's
"Go
a good
Belichick yourself," and I
Yeah.
was like, "Love your neighbor as yourself."
Yes.
I mean, what's
Yeah.
better?
I mean, John's naming of our team is legendary. So.
Yeah.
It's legend.
So-
wait for it, dairy.
Yeah.
Nice. No one stood out in this game except Amon Ross St. Brown, who you guys left on
And
the
was
bench.
on our bench.
And
Whoops a daisy.
would have kept Eric winless had you started him.
So Puka
But
Nakua
instead-
screws us yet again, and we
You-
still are yet to get a good week.
20
from
points on the bench. You lose 112
Yeah,
to 114.
I know, terrible.
I feel pretty embarrassed.
it. Unbelievable.
Now you're both 1 and 2. Good
Yep.
job.
Unbelievable.
That was the
That's
last
all.
matchup. Let's move on to the most important part of the show. It is time for the power rankings. All right, guys, you gotta get your groove going.
Here we go.
Power rankings coming in at number 10. You love to hate them, especially if you're Eric Pulda. Love your neighbor as yourself. We lost again
Yeah.
to Eric
I
Pulda.
know. I know.
We've only beaten one team all year.
We have the best team in the league, and
We're-
we're 1 and 2.
We are not the best team. We're nowhere near. We're actually the bottom of the league.
We are the best team in the league.
Coming in at number 9, it is Go Belichick yourself,
Yeah.
Eric. He
Yeah.
won, but he only beat us, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really count
Yeah.
as a win. So I mean, that's
Yeah.
all that it is. Coming in at number 8, it is Martin Luther himself. He was number 4 last week.
Yeah.
But now he's 1 and 2. He's lost. He's number 8. He's actually in the actual ranking in the league. He's in last place. But because
Yeah.
we should know better,
Yeah.
he's
yeah,
in
yeah.
he's in 8th.
Yeah.
And
All
he's
the
got the
Sinatra stuff.
second lowest points this week.
Yeah.
So he was close to being
Yeah.
the caboose. Coming in at number 7, he was number 3 last week. The team that names itself
Yep.
Isaac Gerlitz.
Yep.
Not good. He lost to King of the Hill though, so I mean,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the only
I know.
he's only King of the Hill's beaten us and Isaac Gerlitz,
Yeah,
so I don't
I
know
know.
that I really trust
Yep.
him.
Agree.
And he has the second lowest points for in the whole league. So you can see it's very scientific,
Correct.
the power rankings.
Correct.
So you're correct.
So-
All right, I appreciate you agreeing.
Eric
The
Boldo,
power
you see,
rankings are
scientific.
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 Coming in at number 6, it's Built Ford Tough Isaac. He won. Welcome back. 158 points,
Yeah.
but he's still only 1-2.
Yeah.
And he did beat Brody,
Yes.
who was number 1,
Yeah.
but he was the caboose.
Yeah.
So that doesn't boost the
Nothing makes sense
rankings.
this week.
I know.
does
There's
it?
Coming
some,
in
yeah,
at
there's some
number
logic
5,
issues, but yeah.
it is Christians is my firm foundation.
Yes.
Casey. He was number 2 last week, but he lost again to the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
We have to say it every time.
Yeah.
Abraham's a Juggernaut. We
Right.
have to. And no, I
Yeah.
gotta
I
believe
still don't
myself.
believe it.
Yeah.
He had 126 points, which is a respectable total,
Yeah.
but he's still 1-2. Coming in at number 4, mark my words, Pastor
I'll
Daniel.
take it. I'll
You
take
were
it.
you were in 8th place last week, but you
Yeah.
won. You came out of the bottom of the rankings with the win, but you know all you did was beat Evans, so that's why you're not much higher
Yeah,
in the
that's-
rankings. Coming in at number 3, he was number 1 last week, but when you're the caboose and you lose, you have to drop. Any more, you know, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know, do it for the Lucky
Yeah.
Charms, man.
Yeah.
You know, don't let the Lucky
Yeah.
Charms down. They're here
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 2, and I hate to say it, it's the King of the Hill,
Yeah, this
Tristan.
one is disappointing.
He's 2-1, but like I said, all he's ever done is beat us and Gurlitt,
Right.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
He's got no quality wins. It's
It's
like
a-
if this was college
yeah.
football, he would not be ranked because he had no
It's a
quality
very,
wins.
it's a very weak.
He
2-1.
would have beaten
Yeah.
like San Diego
Right.
State, like Ohio
Right.
State beat San
Right.
Diego State and Nevada.
Yeah.
Is basically what he's done.
Yeah.
He's not beating anybody
Yeah.
good.
Agreed.
But anyways, but of course, number 1, it has to be Abraham
It's gotta
Garcia.
be. Yeah.
It is AB,
I know.
the Juggernaut himself. He's 3-0. He's the
3-0.
only undefeated team in the
I
league.
know.
251.06.
Yeah, that's rough.
There's nothing else I can say, and there's nothing else that I want to say.
His total points scored is over 100 points higher than second place right now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's got a week's worth of extra points.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
really does.
One week
Yeah.
I
is
don't
all.
understand how that even works.
Let's
Yeah, I
get
don't
to
know.
the men's league matchups, Aaron!
We will be back in the youth league, John. We're on our way back.
I don't think we
Yeah, we
are.
are on
I
our
think
way
we're
back.
going to be the bottom
I
feeder this
love
year.
our team in the youth league.
I really don't because we've lost
I love
twice.
it more than either of our men's league teams, and yet we have a worse record in the youth league than
All
our
right.
men's league. Anyway, all right, on to the men's league. Here we go. We got the big dudes coming in hot this week, or cold, depending on which side of these matchups you're on.
I have no idea what the big dudes are coming hot or cold.
I know, but
Who
hey,
are the big dudes
we-
and who's hot and
the
who's
men,
cold?
the men are the big dudes, right?
Okay.
Compared to the youth league,
Okay.
who are the little dudes.
Okay.
It's pretty clear, right?
It was not
It's very clear. And so we're going to start
First
with
matchup.
we're going to start with a matchup that I don't know what anyone was expecting, but it turned out a little weird. And it was Jason, the Lone Rangers, taking on Chris, Bijan Bovine. And Jason pulls
Doesn't
off
have
the
a
dub
bobblehead.
with a pretty good score. 146 points, which is a big one for Jason, coming back a little bit. And then Chris just kind of keeping it even at right around 100 points every week.
He was
And-
huge week 1, and
I
he's
know.
kind of.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird drop off there. But Jason pulls to 2-1. Chris drops to 1-2. You'll see that a lot. Very common record in the men's league. A lot of 2-1s and 1-2s. But Jason gets the Unicorn Award.
We're gonna be best friends forever, and I'll name you Pointy.
I love it. That's one of my favorite ones. And really, this week, Pointy was Devontae Adams with 43.2 points.
That's a lot
That
of
is
points.
the sole reason why he won this matchup. And Chris gets the Left Me Hanging Award.
Bueller. Bueller. Bueller.
The Tom Brady High Five Award. Calvin Ridley, 7 points, left me hanging. Garrett Wilson, 9 points. Boy, I think you'd take that from Garrett Wilson. Left me hanging. Rashid Shaheed, 6 points. Again, I don't know what we expected there. Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson again, 3.7 points. A lot of low scores. He did have a few guys who played really well, but a couple that just left him hanging, drops to 1-2. Next matchup.
Next matchup.
Here we go. It is I Am Not Dangerous, Eric Eitenbrock versus Picking nose in La Porta Potty. Eric pulled a battle of the Erics. Here we go.
The porta party is my favorite.
La Porta Potty. It's Spanish.
It's French.
It's
Yeah.
French.
La porta potty.
Sounds
Yes.
like Spanish. to me.
Right.
None of
We'll
it
go
makes
with
any sense
Yeah.
to me. Anyways, this one wasn't too enthusiastic. Was
Yeah, I
it?
know. A little bit of a like what's
You
going
wouldn't just
on here?
pass?
Yeah.
Just
We'll
say pass.
pass on this one.
We can point out how Eric left Achan
Yeah.
on the bench, and it would have been a no contest.
Exactly. Yeah.
But who would
he
have
left
started him?
Who would have started him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody was
but he
starting
left him on the
Achan.
bench, and instead only won by 2.
Yep.
117 to 115 from Eric. So because of that, we're giving Eric Eitenbrock the.
Dang. You got sharks, pegs,
Lucky.
lucky.
He gets the lucky award because, well, that's just pretty lucky.
He was
Yeah.
lucky.
Yep.
Lucky.
And
to win.
Eric, we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
That he named his team after a guy that he sat on the bench.
Correct.
And he should have played him because
Yeah.
he scored more points than
Yes.
Dallas Goddard, who he started.
Yes.
And once again,
He did the same thing.
he did the same thing. Laporta on his wait. Yes, right?
Yep. Correct.
So Laporta was on his bench?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
22.4
on his
points
bench.
versus 9 for Goddard.
Yeah. So he could have won again. Do you think he's going to learn his lesson this
Play
time?
the guys that
Play
your
the guy.
team is named
Yeah.
after. Eric.
It's a bad
I mean,
omen.
the universe came back to bite you on that
Yeah.
one. That's all there
Therefore,
is
It
to
has
it.
nothing
Eric
to do
gets
with it.
the
Yeah.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Good job, Eric.
Eric gets the whoopsie daisy for that.
Whoops.
That's how it goes.
All right, next matchup.
Next
Here we go.
matchup,
This
it
is
you versus me,
the
and
battle.
me versus you.
The battle of the big men. Are we ready for this?
I'm not ready for
Our
this.
teams come limping into this matchup, throwing pillows
Some
at each
of us
other,
limping more than others.
biting each other's knees on the way up. This was a matchup.
Biting each other's knees.
Yeah. You know,
It was not a matchup.
well,
It was
it
horrible.
was kind of a matchup.
It was gross and ugly.
Oh, Happy Zay versus X-Men. I'll
X-Men.
give the scores. You give the awards.
All right.
I had 142.2
Boo.
points. And actually a good score for me, all things considered. Pulls me to 2-1, and John with 119.88 points drops to 2-1.
It's not
Wow.
good. And you get the Wonder Twins Award. I'm not
We're
gonna do
excited
it.
about
He's
this,
gonna do it.
John.
I'm not
We're
gonna do it.
excited.
Octopus.
Woo!
Isn't that
Look
so
at
much
that. Wonder
Here's
Twins.
the problem. You two made a trade that ruined my day.
Yeah,
Ken Walker is our first Wonder
Yep.
Twin.
correct.
He got, what did he get here? I just read it and I forgot. 30.6 points.
Big day.
30 points.
I really
did.
don't want to say anything
He
about that.
dominated that matchup.
I knew he would be a good pick. I picked him for a reason.
Your other Wonder
I don't think
Twin
he's getting 30 every week.
was
That's
Stefan
uncommon.
Diggs. All he had to do was 30 against me.
I
That's
know,
what it
that's
was.
all we needed, yeah.
Stefan Diggs, though, 20 points. So
Yeah.
those two guys alone got 50.
Yeah.
My whole team, 120. So you got half my score with
Yeah.
just those two guys,
Correct.
basically.
Yeah, yeah.
But that gave me the...
I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power.
I don't have the power. I have no
I
power.
don't have the power.
I
You gotta get
I
the R
can't- I
in.
can't roll my R's. I've been trying to roll my R's since high school. 1989, Spanish 1. I can't do it.
Yeah, oh,
I
it's
can't
great.
roll my R's.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, I can't do that either.
Wow.
I had
Think
my
Chewbacca.
my whole
Yeah.
team stinks. Eckler
Yeah.
out with injury.
with
That was my
injury.
first round pick.
Yeah.
My second round pick, Devonta Smith.
Yep.
6. Oh,
See, that's your
6
issue.
points.
You named
Yeah,
your team
yeah, yeah.
after a guy
Yeah.
who's hurt.
I was nervous
Well-
about Smith. Going into the last day, he'd been posting 20, 30 points. I was like, this could get
If
tight.
I'd have gotten 20 from him and then 20 from
Yeah.
Eckler, it would have been a whole different ball
Yeah,
game.
I know.
My whole team stinks.
Yeah.
I don't have any power from Josh Jacobs with 11.
Yeah.
Jalen Warren, I had to start with 8. Tyler Lockett had 8.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have nothing. My whole
Yeah.
bench stinks.
Yeah.
I almost had manager of the week in a losing effort.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I had one
Yeah.
guy I could have started to have more points,
Yeah.
but it just didn't work
Yeah.
out.
That's
so.
right. I forgot. AB was a Stugernaut.
Yeah.
And
Well,
again,
no, he wasn't.
Was he
didn't
the
have a
Stugernaut?
Chan. Yeah, a Chan. He didn't
Oh,
have a
no,
Chan.
that's right.
That's
No,
why.
I was
Otherwise,
thinking-
otherwise he would have been the man Stugernaut, but I didn't give it to him.
well, he
because
wouldn't have been the manager of the week either
Yeah.
because he didn't
Yeah,
start
yeah,
Moss.
exactly.
Never
Wait,
mind.
I am
So-
the manager of the week.
Well, but that doesn't count. You got to
Doesn't
win
matter,
to
you
get
lost.
the
You don't
manager
have to
of the
win. I started my best
No.
team I could.
No, that's why we made the.
It's
don't
not
have
about the
power
company
award.
state.
That's why we made the negative awards.
Hold
for
on,
this
it's
one.
not about keeping the business alive and profitable. It's
Yeah.
about being the best manager I can be.
Okay, fair
If
enough.
I learned anything from
Fair
Dunder
enough, fair
Mifflin
enough.
Management
And
Academy,
here, I
that's
just
what
want to
I've
say
learned.
a couple of things about this. Now,
What do you
I
want?
think,
It's over.
so-
Let's move on.
I
Next
know, but I want
matchup.
to talk about a couple of things here.
I'll
It's
let
just
you.
that
I'll allow it.
John and I were trying to, and it's about me. I'm ripping on myself. John and I were trying to work through a couple of trades here. John wanted Josh Kelly to replace Eckler, who was on the bench. I'd gotten him, and he was like, "Hey, I'll trade you Cortland Sutton and Jalen Warren for Josh Kelly." And he hadn't played yet, and I was like, "Yeah, finding a running back is hard. I'm gonna see how he does the first week." What does he do? Stinks up the joint. Lays-
Speaking
you
of
know-
stinking up the joint, Cortland Sutton was my second highest scorer.
I know,
on my
lays
team.
a complete egg. So now I'm like, okay, well, that trade's off. Next week he says, listen, I'll still give you Jalen Warren, who's the backup to Najee Harris and would help me out, and I'll take Josh Kelly. And I'm like, no, I'm going to keep him and see what happens this next week. It's a green matchup. What does he do? Drops another dookie in the bed.
2.7.
2.7 points.
Oh.
Now, you know what John's going to do?
He dropped
I
a
dropped him
2.7.
this week because
You
and
dropped
you can
him.
pick him up for free off the waiver wire when I could have
I
gotten 2 usable players if I'd have just traded the guy.
I don't know that I would
Unbelievable.
Want to,
I know,
start
you're
it.
not picking him up anyway.
Yeah, because I won't
ridiculous. How bad can you
Next
be?
matchup.
Next matchup. First, I need to know who's watching. We have people watching, but no one's commenting. So
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Leave a comment.
put in a little comment on the YouTube so we know you're watching.
Randy
Yeah,
said he
yeah.
was watching.
Yeah, he
just
put it in the
texted
group
me, yeah.
text.
Yeah.
Randy's always watching. All right, this matchup
Always
is AA
feel
Ryan.
like Randy's watching
Yeah.
me. Randy's
always-
watching me.
Yeah.
Watch, baby. Watch, baby.
AB
Give it
is
back.
watch. Evan has
Anyway.
got a submarine.
All right. So it is AA Ron Nathan. He needs
It's,
to get
it's
more
weird
creative.
that
It's weird.
his name is named after
It's
me.
you, yeah.
But yeah.
The Juggernaut.
Wow.
Hold on.
You gotta do it now.
Nothing stops me. I'm raw power.
Nathan is the Juggernaut.
That was a big sigh.
This is 2 weeks in a row now. Last year I got absolutely crushed by Brody, who was a Juggernaut in the youth league.
Yeah,
This year I'm getting crushed by Nathan, who is a Juggernaut in the men's
yeah,
league.
big
I
time.
just can't catch a break. He had a lot of the same guys
It makes
AB
for a
did.
good
Yeah,
show though.
exactly.
So
yeah.
first he had Tua with 29
Yeah.
points. Awesome. I
Yeah.
wanted to pick up Tua
I
before
know,
he did, but I
I
didn't want to
know.
have the same quarterback
Yeah,
in both
I
leagues.
know.
Keenan Allen 47, Raheem Mostert 45, Mike Williams 26, AJ Brown 23.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Meanwhile, I had a tough week here. Gives me that dub myself. Derrick Henry 2, already talked about that. Jameer Gibbs, I'm waiting for Gibbs to
I know,
break out.
he's done nothing so
He
far.
really hasn't. I
Yeah.
don't know if
He's going on our bench. We have him in the
I
youth
know,
league. He's going
it's
on
a
the
little
bench.
ridiculous.
The day I put him on the bench, he's going to put up 25.
Yeah, I know.
That's
It's
the thing.
That's
He's
true.
got so much potential to break out.
All right, so you
He's
put him on
probably-
your bench.
he's-
We'll keep
no,
him
no,
in
no.
our lineup. Yeah.
He's going to torch the Packers defense this week is what's going to happen, unfortunately.
Oh no, the Packers are going to crush Jameer Gibbs. They have a good run defense.
Yeah, we'll see.
Did you see
I mean,
Bijan?
I was going to say, against
all
the
over.
Falcons, they
But
did
when
not
you
have a
do
good-
it, run the ball 100 times, you're
Yeah,
bound to
sure,
get one
yeah.
good play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess, but
Darren Waller had 5 points. Juju Smith-Schuster had 1.5. I'm done with
Yeah.
him. He's done.
why were
Um,
you even playing Juju?
Because I didn't have anyone else to put
I'd have
there.
picked up anybody other than
I was looking. DJ
Let's
Chark
take
has
a look
that
at your
spot
starting lineup and
Oh,
be
hey,
critical.
I'm not saying that mine is
Anyway,
much better.
there. My dismal score of 96 points gives me the...
I'll just let this one play.
The one time you'll let it play because he's the caboose. At least you're taking it
Yeah,
well.
we'll just take it in. Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
Especially against the Juggernaut. That hurts.
I know, yeah. Like, I couldn't even put up somewhat of a
I know.
fight.
Yep.
Should we move to the next match?
Next matchup.
The
Alrighty.
next matchup
Here we
is
go.
winning since 1805.
Is it 05? Okay, I thought it was 55.
I thought it was 1705. It's
Gotcha,
Randy
yeah.
Ermers versus Dotson. We got Dotson here, Judah. I'm just laughing because of what happened in this matchup.
Yes.
Randy, 193.9 points. He was crushed after the first or
Yeah.
second week.
Yeah.
And now he's just been exploding all over the place. Meanwhile, Judah, a respectable 138 points, but he still loses by almost 60.
I know.
60 points.
I know. That's why I gave him the hardly working. Because even though his team wasn't really hardly working, compared to Randy, he was hardly working.
We're starting with him.
Let's see whose name is supposed to be doing this one, I wonder.
Sorry, I forgot.
And we've got all the cues.
I thought this... I'm sorry, I forgot that. I thought I forgot you hadn't announced it yet. My fault.
The other one.
They try to shut us down and it ain't no slide. Only thing I'm fear is God and he on my side. That's the confidence I got, cause he got me. That's why I really feel like
You can't stop me!
We can't stop you from interrupting the show that
Sorry
you wrote
about that.
and the person that you assigned
I
to talk
forgot
about
you
this
hadn't-
game
you hadn't
and the
announced it
cues
yet.
and the order that you wanted them to be.
I'm sorry,
That's
I forgot
funny.
you hadn't announced it yet. I was just having fun with making fun of Judah, and I forgot.
You already dropped it, so I had to drop it.
I know, yeah.
You're dropping.
Carry
it.
on, carry on.
How about let's start over?
Yes!
Next matchup,
Next
it is
matchup.
winning since 1855. It is Randy versus Dotson. We got Dotson here, Judah, and Randy wins by 55 points, 193 to 138.
Yes.
Randy, 3-0.
they try to shut us down and it ain't no slide.
He gets
Only
the
thing I'm fear is God
Working
and he
Hard
on my
Award.
side. That's
Wherever
the
you are,
confidence
whatever
I
you're
got,
doing,
cause he
shout
got
it
me.
out.
That's why I really feel like
You can't stop me! Finally, you see how nice it works
I know.
when we do it the right way?
Sorry. Yes.
You can't stop Randy. 31 points from his quarterback,
Yep.
Herbert. 31 points from Tyreek Hill. 20.6 from Amon-Ra St. Brown. Tutu Atwell, who
Yep.
he picked up 17 points.
Wow.
But his highest scoring person on his starting lineup, the Bills defense with 32 points. Totally
Well done,
crushing
Randy.
Judah, who drops to 1-2, and because Judah's team was hardly doing anything, because I think they took the week off because they knew Judah was going to be out of the country, they get the Hardly Working Award.
Yeah.
That's right. Judah's hardly working this
He is
weekend,
not
right?
working. He is literally in an all-inclusive resort in
Yeah.
Cancun,
No,
so he
I
is
mean,
not working at
He's
all.
doing nothing. I love it.
We did a lot of work last week,
Yeah.
just not on Sunday or Monday
Correct,
because
yeah.
he was out by then. He was
Yeah.
in Cancun by Sunday morning. I mean
wish
Monday
was in
morning, I
Cancun.
think. We did a lot of work though, setting up for the wedding and stuff last week. He got married on Saturday.
Congratulations.
We were all
Judah.
saying that Randy might give it to him as a wedding present, the win.
Instead, Randy
That's
stomped him
not
in
what
the
Randy
ground.
did.
Instead, he crushed him like a grape.
You
no,
got
no, no,
married.
for Judah. He crushed you like it's like sparrow egg between thighs, right? Remember last year with the
Wait,
I
what's that
have
from?
no idea
Is it
what
like
you're
that?
talking
That was
about.
from
Here,
Wreck-It Ralph.
all I know, Judah got married. He's a
Crossman's
married
skull
man.
like
He's
sparrow egg between
excited.
thighs.
Yes,
Yeah,
there it is.
there we go.
I'm glad you could get the
Yeah.
quote right that nobody's paying attention to
That's all
but
right.
you.
That's all right. I care
That's
about
okay.
it. I care
You
about
keep
it.
talking.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
care about
I know you
it. I
care
care
about
about
you. Go ahead and keep
I
going.
already did it for Judah. He was listening to
He
you.
wasn't doing
not
it.
me.
You weren't doing it for him. You were
No,
doing
he
it
was-
for
he
you.
was listening
He
to
didn't
you,
want to
not
hear
me.
about how he got crushed.
Next matchup.
Anyway, last one. This is the one where we all expected some fireworks. We have Dave, who was 0-2, going against Judy Moody and the L Factory.
Best
Like
name of the league.
Great name. Also,
who can bring in Judy Moody?
also 0-2, right? It was the matchup of the 0-2s. And Dave's team finally shows up 150.68 points to 132.
Hold on. This was the Vikings-Chargers matchup,
Was
but
it?
in the league, because somebody had to win.
Yeah.
Two winless
That's
teams
great,
going
yeah.
against it. They
Yep.
could have tied, but
Totally
somebody had
true.
to win, and just like the Vikings,
Totally true.
you know,
Totally
The other
true.
Vikings fan lost.
And
Ben found a
and
way to lose.
I mean, that pulls Dave to 1-2. Judy Moody drops to 0-3.
Oof.
So we have.
but still, 132
I know.
points.
We have Randy with 3-0, Ben with 0-3. 100, like you said, 132 points. That's
I have a
still.
question.
Yeah.
What would have happened had Ben drafted his own team?
Oh,
It's
he'd
a little
be
bit.
doing a
It's a
little
little bit
better, yes.
scary. It's a little
Ben
bit
is
scary.
Ben is cobbling it together from what's available and doing a great job.
Mafia.
So Dave, because he finally gets his first win and his team shows up, gets the welcome back, singing along.
Here we go, everybody. Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out.
And he gets the welcome back himself for winning a matchup, and he gets the welcome back for both Alexander Madison, who scores 17.5 points and finally put something up there, and Jamar Chase with 27 points finally puts together a matchup. So nice
Good
work,
job,
Dave, for coming back and getting the win.
Good stuff.
Judy Moody, Ben unfortunately gets the Meh Award.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Now we're coming to. Oh,
And unfortunately, that is something that we have to hand out, because even though he had some good points compared to Dave, he had some meh performances as well. Some Jones guy that I don't know who he is scores 9 points. Godwin scores 9 points. KJ Osborne puts up 11. Puka Nakua comes down to earth with 12. And Hunter Henry, he starts in his flex with 3.7
it's
points.
like how you said some Jones guy. I don't
Well,
know
it is.
who
It's some
he
running
is.
back, I think, for the Broncos that I don't know who it is. And he is trying everything to get it going.
He's literally throwing
And-
the kitchen sink
Yeah,
at them.
and
to
Tim
see
Mosier
what's
put
gonna
him in a
happen.
bad spot. So Ben is doing the best he
Well,
can with what he has
what's the
available.
award that we give to the guy who just stepped in and took the hit for everybody? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what we would call that. I don't
Tony
know.
Jones.
Tony Jones. Oh, yeah, that's right. Tony.
But now we come to the best part of the show. It's the water
Here we go!
bet.
Water bets!
We still haven't figured out how to put it in, so
Yeah.
you're gonna get the water bet.
Yeah.
Right here.
No, you're not gonna get it right
Wait,
here.
we're live streaming.
Yeah, I know. I was going
I
to
know.
say, what are we doing? But
Were you
anyway.
really trying to do that? Oh,
No.
okay.
Um,
But let's go through the rundown.
I typed this whole thing up earlier, put in all this time to get our results here, and you redid them?
The results weren't in there.
Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't.
I put all of our stuff in here, had you first, and then me and him tied for second, in here, in the Google Doc.
chew him out.
And now you
I
redid
agree.
it all.
Yeah.
Wasted my time on a Wednesday.
The first time you've ever agreed with anybody on this show is right here,
Yeah.
right now.
Well, he's the CIO.
Yeah, I'm the CIO.
I don't think they
I
were
spent-
in
I
there
spent
because it
this-
wasn't in there.
Hard-earned time. that
It
I
probably
could have been
took you
spent
like total
playing with Calliope
3 minutes.
I know.
while
Daniel,
my pizza was cooking lunch
All right.
for lunch.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
anyway, take us through it, Daniel. How'd
All
everybody
right.
do?
Well, we all actually did pretty good.
Yeah?
I was a little worried.
Some
at
of
first,
us
and
better than others.
Some of us better than others.
Yeah.
Between myself and Nathan, you and me picked me. He picked Nathan.
Yeah.
We all know how that one
That's
ended.
I
That
had
was
faith in
disappointing.
Nathan.
Yep.
Nathan hoses me yet again,
Mm-hmm.
but props to Nathan. He's played well this year.
The Eric battle.
Yeah.
You two picked Eitenbrock. I picked Polda.
Which was your first mistake?
That was my first.
Yeah.
Well, that was my second mistake. First one was picking myself.
Yeah.
Next one was Jason versus Chris. Me and you picked Jason. You picked Chris. We
Why
won
did
that
I
one.
pick Chris?
I don't know why.
I don't know
picked
what
Chris,
you were
yeah.
thinking.
You guys made me. That was right. You
that was
made
probably
me
one of
pick
the
him
ones that-
because you were
Personal.
like, "You're being boring." We got.
Nobody-
We're all
I'll
picking
go for
Jason.
Jason.
Nobody has ever
We're all
made you do
picking
anything
Jason.
in your
We
entire
need to
life.
pick some different people.
Then it was Ben versus Dave. You two picked Ben. I picked Dave.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
yeah, that one.
I believe in Ben. He's gonna win someday.
I was. Dave, you surprised me. Thank you. Then it was Judah and Randy. You picked Judah. We both
I
picked
still
Randy.
believe.
Last one was you two versus each other.
And me and John
you both
picked me.
You.
And you picked me.
No. You both picked you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
you picked
picked you.
me.
That was a bad mistake.
And that's how come you're
And
getting
that
wet
is how
tonight.
I'm
That's
getting
funny.
wet tonight.
There we
We're
go.
both getting
We're
wet
both
tonight. You have more
We're
picks,
gonna
you both
send
have
that
me.
video out later
Yeah.
on. But let's get into next week's picks.
Okay,
Are
here we go.
you ready?
You guys ready?
I am
Yeah, let's do
ready. It is Nathan versus Eric Eitenbrock. I am going Nathan.
You ready for this, Nathan? I'm going Nathan!
Wow, I thought you said you'd never pick
If you
him.
hose me on this, Nathan!
I hate it when we all three want to pick the same one, so I'm going Eitenbrock.
Nice.
'Kay.
Nice. All right, next is
You can do
Pastor
it.
Daniel versus Bovine Bijan.
Oh, wow.
Bijan Bovine.
Whoo!
Who you taking?
Me.
All right.
I'm never going to not bet on me.
Who you taking? I'm going Chris.
Betting the loss on yourself is illegal.
Yeah, I know. I have to go.
It's not illegal because
I have
that's
to
how I
go,
won
I have to
this
go
time.
Chris, Daniel. Sorry.
Oh,
That's
ouch.
okay. Wait, who'd you go with?
I went with Chris.
Okay.
All right, Jason versus Eric Pulda.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah, I'm going Jason. Eric, we have no
Oh,
faith
whatever.
in you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go Eric?
No, I picked first.
I just didn't want to know. Aaron versus Dave. Who you going?
This is a tough one.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I'm going Aaron.
Yeah, I have to go myself.
You don't have to. You can
Yeah.
pick Dave.
I'll take Dave.
Yeah,
there you
it's-
go.
It's a good pick.
Next one, Judah versus Ben. It's number 11 versus number 12 in the league. I'm going Ben.
I'm going Ben.
Ooh.
All right, I'll
You go
take
Judah?
Judah. You
All right.
better not hose me, Judah!
The last one, Randy versus me.
I mean,
I'm going Randy.
Tyreek Hill's on fire.
I'm going Randy.
I'm
All three going Randy.
going Randy.
Okay, so that one doesn't count, and Jason doesn't count.
Yeah.
So, me and Aaron take Nathan. You take Eric Eitenbrock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take yourself. We both take Chris.
Yeah.
You guys take. Wait. Me and Aaron take Aaron, and you're going with Dave.
Yeah.
And then we're both going Ben, and you're going Judah.
Correct.
All right, we got some bets.
Here we go.
Some possibilities
That's it.
here.
Thanks for watching, Chris. Thank you for putting Mafia quotes in for Randy.
Yes.
He is Mafia connected. That's how he wins all these games
That's
somehow,
correct.
some way.
Yep.
So I don't know what's happening.
All right.
See you next time.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I'm ready
We're,
too.
we're both
Go.
ready.
Play it.
Something's not
Oh,
working.
that's funny.
What is
There it
it?
is.
There we go. All right. So now it's at the end of the show where we can talk while that's on the screen, and it
And-
still picks it up.
yes.
right?
Still picks us up.
Yeah, I know. That's cool. All right. Good show, everybody.
Good show.
Okay, let's pause it. Let's do the water vents, and then we can clean up.
Yeah.